Say Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Oshay, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Oshay, Brakataya Hawa, Brakataya Oshay. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honor to the apostles and elders who rule by the greatness stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums and the folk on the earth to pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This evening, we want to do a lesson on this article, right, from the RT News. Right, it said Iran warns North Korea over possible Trump Uturn on Singapore deal. Right, so throughout the history, the so-called white man is known as a man not to trust because he break all treaties, starting with the so-called Native American Indian. He break all treaties, and throughout his rulership on the earth, he's not there is not a race that they should trust. They are, as the Arabs call them, the so-called Arabs call them the great Satan, right? As the Native Indians call them, what, the man that speak with a double tongue, right? The so-called white race, they are the serpent in the Bible. They are the deceiver. They are that snake, right? So there is not to be trust. And these nations now seeing the wickedness, right? Knowing that there's not to be trust, right? It's a tyranny which has its own sad experience in dealing with the U.S. as warned Fang Young that President Donald Trump may cancel the recent Singapore agreement hours after the meeting with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Right? We do not know what type of person the North Korean leader is negotiating with. He said it is not clear that he would not cancel the agreement before returning back home. Iran government spokesman Mohammed said on Tuesday is cited by the IRNA news agency. The statement came hours after Trump and Kim signed an agreement speculating complete denuclearization of the North Korea. He said Trump praised what had been achieved at the summit, calling it a new chapter in relation with the North. He said in the run-up of the Kim Trump summit, Iran Foreign Minister spokesman Assamin, right, Baham Assamin said that the North leaders should be aware Trump tendency to betray. You see, these nations, you see, the Most High is going to discover his skirt, and the nations shall see a nakedness, and this what we see right now, right? I think it's near Nahum chapter 3. The Most High is gonna discover your nakedness, and the nation shall see your nakedness, mean your sins, right? And the nations them seeing it clear now, right? The nation them seeing it clear. Yeah, there's Nahum chapter 3 and 5, right? Most I said you're gonna discover the skirt on your face, and they're gonna see your wickedness, and that's what these nations seeing. It's not to be trusted, right? He said, right, so I was. He said in the run up, to the Kim Trump summit, Iran Foreign Minister spokesman Bahram Qasem said that the North's leader should be aware Trump tendency to betray deal when they talk about denuclearization. Washington has continued to sabotage international agreement and unilaterally withdraw from them, he said on Monday. So you see, hey, these nations, it's seeing because the most I discovering your wickedness to the nation, right? You are Satan. You so-called people are Satan. You are adversary to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and you are the devil. Me, you are a deceiver. Cannot be trusted, right? As he said, as Qasem was referring to the U.S. attempted to dismantle another nuclear deal, officially known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, JCPOA, signed by the previous White House administration, together with 5 other world powers, with Iran in 2014. Trump has long been vocal critic of the agreement, saying it is deeply false and flawed, and finally pulled out of it last month. The move was condemned all all other signature of the deal, China, France, Russia, United Kingdom, and Germany, who said that Iran was in full compliance with the JCPOA and maintained that the agreement must be kept. So this definitely don't care about that, you know. This devil, and this what they did recently with the with the JCPOA agreement with Iran. They pull out, right? They pull out because war is in their heart. That's why they want to covet. They want to covet the land of Iran, right? For their own covetousness, right? So let's play this let's play this video. I'll play this one here first. Alright. This one telling the deal that North Korea and the United States of America, the deal that they signed the agreement. Alright.
Trust him.
They've agreed to 4 basic points that were in the document that was signed by the President of the United States and the leader of North Korea. First, they agreed to a new U.S.-DPRK relationship, a new relationship between the two countries. Secondly, they agreed to a lasting, stable peace and working toward facilitating a...
So-called white man using the word peace again. Isaiah 59 and 17, these people do not know peace. Right? They're using the word peace again.
Lasting stable peace on the Korean Peninsula. They agreed to a commitment to
yeah, I understand they're using this word peace again. These devils do not know what is peace. Their whole aim is to destroy North Korea, right? And set up their puppet government inside it. You understand? There's their whole plan. And put up the central bank. They don't have no central bank in North Korea.
Nuclearization, getting rid of nuclear weapons on the Korean Peninsula, and finally they did agree to return the bodies of POWs, missing in action, the bodies of American soldiers who had died during the Korean War, or the bodies of American soldiers in the Korean Peninsula. Those were the 4 points of agreement. Now, speaking in his press conference following...
All right, so there's the agreement they signed, right, to denuclearize the Korea Peninsula, right? A new relationship between them and between North Korea and America, right? And peace is another one they signed, and to bring back the dead bodies of the soldiers, right? We get this one.
Without the rhetoric, we wouldn't have been here. I really believe that, we'd sanctions and all of the things that you would do. But I think without the rhetoric, other administrations, I don't want to get specific on that, but they had a policy of silence. Sometimes I felt foolish doing it, but we had no choice.
That summit in Singapore was full of mutual reassurances, but as Murad Gazdiyev reports, North Korea should look to the example of other countries who've placed trust in US presidents in the past.
What's not to like? A new nuclear disarmament deal. Potentially one less country with nukes. We're all better off. All of us. And we have this truly historic moment on film.
Getting a good picture, everybody, so we look nice and handsome and thin.
Beautiful. 잘생기게 아름답게 찍어달라고.
So why does Kim Jong Jr. seem so suspicious? Could be anything. Poison, assassins, or Trump just waiting to backstab him.
The United States will withdraw from the Iran nuclear deal.
Come to think of it, America's nuclear deals seem to last exactly as long as the incumbent president. Take the Iranian deal. Barack Obama, his partners, worked on it for years. So much work, so much effort just for Trump to tear it all up.
Don't forget, Obama negotiated the Iran deal. One of the worst, disastrous, dumbest deals ever negotiated.
Except, don't feel sorry for Obama just yet. George Bush, his predecessor, also struck a nuclear disarmament deal with Gaddafi.
The two leaders discussed that this agreement should help to bring a painful chapter in the history between our two countries closer to closure.
It worked. Gaddafi gave up his nukes. And what does Obama do? Well, he goes and bombs Gaddafi's army, ultimately allowing the rebels to gruesomely murder him.
We came, we saw, he died.
It's almost like something out of Game of Thrones, and we aren't even done. Bush, in turn, screwed over Bill Clinton.
To stop and roll back North Korea's potentially deadly nuclear program, we'll continue to implement the agreement we have reached with that nation. It's smart, it's tough.
Clinton had worked for years to make a deal with Kim Jong-un's father to prevent then North Korea from making a nuclear weapon. And Bush tore it up, as seems to be tradition.
North Korea is a regime arming with missiles and weapons of mass destruction while starving its citizens. States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil.
Trump is one for tradition. In fact, he has a habit of tearing up documents, memos, papers when he's done with them. He had a bunch of guys at the White House whose job it was to piece back together the papers he shouldn't have torn up.
We literally had to spend hours per day piecing together the puzzle prior to taping.
And here we are. Generations of presidents, generations of betrayal, double-crossing and deception. And it seems that hasn't been lost on Kim.
Yeah, so, you know, this devil, these devils cannot be trusted. Like, yeah, these devils cannot be trusted. You understand? They cannot be trusted. Because they are what? They are the devil. Right? They are the devil that the Bible speaks of, so they cannot be trusted. Right? Psalms 28 verse 3. Right? It's Psalms chapter 28 verse 3. It said, draw me not away with the wicked. The wicked is you so-called white people. Once your seed go back to Esau, you are the wicked. Malachi 1 and 4, you are the wicked. And with the workers of iniquity, you so-called white people are the workers of iniquity. Right? Which speaketh peace. Right? This we say in this one is. This one of the agreement that's signed in this one is peace. Right? You understand? Psalms 59 and 7, you therefore do not know the way of peace. Right? Draw me not to Salakia, Psalms 28 and 3. Draw me not away with the wicked and with the workers of iniquity, which is you so-called white people, which speaketh peace to their neighbor, but mischief is in their hearts. But mischief is in their hearts. Right? Which is you devil. Mischief is in your heart. Right? And that's why Iran warned, give a stern warning to North Korea, because they experienced the betrayal. That's why they give a stern warning. Right? Right? This is Psalms 55 verse 20. He said he had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. Right? So he's the so-called white man, the devil. These nations are no threat to this devil. You understand? These nations never come up against this devil. Right? You understand? Neither the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indian never will put up no threat against you, but yet still you proceed with your wickedness, right, towards the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indian, and to these other nations, right? He said he had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant. Look our brothers, the Gadites, right? The so-called North American Indians. You break our treaties, and you're doing it again with these other nations, right? Verse 21. The word of his mouth was smoother than butter. Yeah, the so-called white man, right? Right? The most I make him, this beast, which is the so-called white race, the most I make them more subtle than any other beast in the field in Genesis, right? Genesis 3, chapter 3. Right? You so-called white people are beasts and you're crafty, right? You're very deceitful. It's not to be trusted, right? You are the serpent in Genesis. You are the devil. You are Satan, right? The word Satan means adversary. You are adversary to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You are the devil. The word devil means deceiver, right? So your words are smoother than butter, right? It's not to be trusted, right? Psalms 55 and 21, he said the word of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. But war was in his heart, right? Because they want to covet everything that the people have, right? Where to do with Gaddafi when Gaddafi give up his arms? They went in and killed him. So these nations see all these things, and these nations say, yo, like Iran, they're giving that Korea warning, yo, be aware. Be aware of this man. Be aware of these devil, right? He said, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn sword. So their plan is to destroy North Korea, right? You understand? That's their plan. To go in to overthrow the government, set up their puppet government and have control over your wealth, your resource, and everything, right? This is how these devils move, right? This is how these devils move. This is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 24. He said, he that hated dissembleth with his lips. He dissembleth. He disguise himself, right? Dissembleth means disguise, right? Speak falsely, right? You understand? We go into this word, right? Dissembleth, right? It gives you a whole heap of meaning, you know. It gives you a whole heap of meaning. Nakar is the Hebrew word nakar, right? But give you a whole heap of meaning: to recognize, acknowledge, know, respect, discern, regard, to be recognized, right? But when come down to the point here, right? It's said to disguise oneself, right? To disguise oneself. And when you go into the I'll go into the dictionary.com, right? And I put in the word dissemble, right? It said to give a false or misleading appearance to. This is these devil, right? This is these devil, right? The Most High said, they dissemble with them lips, right? This is these devil. That's why you can't trust them, right? That is why you can't trust them. It said the word dissemble means to give a false or misleading appearance to, cancel, conceal the truth, mean hide the truth, right? Conceal the truth or real nature of, to put on the appearance of feigned, right? When you put in it, right, it's to let pass unnoticed, to let pass unnoticed, ignore, right? So you go to this word feign, right? It's to represent fictitiously, right? Fictitiously put on appearance of, me false, right? Acting like it's the truth, but it's false, right? And this is these devil, right? This is this devil. This is the attribute of the Satan, the so-called white man, right? The so-called white race, these devil, right? So we go back to Proverbs, right? So they dissemble with them lips, right? This is Proverbs, Salakia, right? This is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 24. He said, he that hated dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. Deceit, yeah. You understand? He pretend he's a hypocrite. A hypocrite means he's an actor, right? So he's a hypocrite. He act like, he for peace. And you want to live, you wanna have deal, balanced deal with this nation, but no, within his heart is war and greediness, right? To take your resources, to put your people in slavery, right? And take the goods, right? Verse 25. When he speaketh fair, mean beautiful, right? Believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, in his mind, wickedness. He's a complete devil. The so-called white man is a complete devil. So the Most High said when he speak, believe him not, right? Believe him not, because he's a complete devil, right? He's a complete devil, man, right? So-called white man is a complete devil, right? This is Psalms 58 and 3. He said, the wicked, which is you so-called white people, right? Malachi 1 and 4, I'm gonna always mention that, right? He said, and we could get Maccabees, first Maccabees, the first chapter. When you devils come into power, the evil increase, right? This is Psalm chapter 58, verse 3. He said, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they born, speaking lies. And this is you devils. That's why the Iranians say, yo, don't trust this man, be aware. Telling North Korea, be aware, because they went through the same thing and they deceived them. They pull out from the deal because they want to go to war with them to get a land, to get the resources. Right? You understand? Right? So we go back to Proverbs. Right? This is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25. He said, when he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. So the so-called white man is a complete devil. He's a perfect devil, a perfect deceiver. He lie about everything. Right? Verse 26. Whoso hatred is covered by deceit. Yo, he hate you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian. He covered by what? Deceit. Right? Who hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation. So right now his wickedness being shown before the whole congregation. That's why North Korea, that's why Salakia, Iran could warn North Korea, right? About the Yanks, which is the so-called white man, right? Because they hide themselves as American, as Germans, as Russians, as British. They are the same. They're from the same stock. They're from the stock of Esau, which they are the devil, the deceiver, right? So the Iranians warning North Korea, yo, be careful with this man, right? So the nation seeing your wickedness, right? And you so-called white is not to be trusted, right? Let me close off with this one precept, because this will harm to you when our Lord and Savior Yahweh shall return. When our Lord and Savior Yahweh shall put you devil in slavery, this will happen to you devils, right? This is Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. They say, woe to thee that spoileth. Who spoileth? The so-called white man. Use the one that spoiled everything, destroy these nations, corrupt the earth, right? Use the one, right? So woe to you, destruction, right? It said, woe to thee that spoiled, and thou was not spoiled. So you ain't spoiled. You so-called white people ain't spoiled. You in your kingdom. You have all power in the earth. Job 9:24. You ain't spoiled. Psalm 73. You have more than your heart could wish. Right? So you ain't spoiled. You in your kingdom. You in your glory. Right? Isaiah 33:1. Woe to thee that spoileth, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and they deal not treacherously with thee. Right? So the so-called Negroes, Latin, Native American, Indian didn't deal treacherous with you, but you deal treacherously with us. Right? And these are the nations you deal treacherously with. Right? It says, when thou shalt cease to spoil, and that's going to happen when our Lord Yahushua return and put you devils in chain, right? So when thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. You can serve 1,000 years of slavery, right? Salakia, right? The devil, right? You can serve 1,000 years of slavery, right? It's when you're going to be spoiled, when our Lord and Savior return and destroy your kingdom and put you Rothschild, Rockefeller, Goldman Sachs, put you devils in chain, right? When you devils are going to be spoiled and your children are going to burn into slavery, right? For 1,000 years. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. Yo, we going to deal treacherously with you in your captivity. In the 1,000 years, rigorous. We going to deal, your captivity going to be a rigorous captivity for the 1,000 years. And after 1,000 years, Yahushua going to eradicate you devils. Obadiah 1:18. Right? That's what's going to happen to you devils. Right? You understand? So you can't trust this devil. And that's why we exhort you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American, Indian, turn away from the ways of this devil. Turn away from the ways of this society. From this wicked-ass kingdom, this God-forsaken kingdom. Stop following the ways of the so-called white man. His ways is death. He's a deceiver. He's the devil. Right? This man do not know no peace. This man cannot be trusted. Right? The seed of Esau. All the seed of Esau. All. Right? And with that, hope this lesson was edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at breaking the stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums and the folk and the earth to pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.